Well, if that's any indication to UFC 272, there will be some smoke in the city there Saturday night at 10 p.m. between the two. Covington and Masvidal finally get a chance to go toe-to-toe. Former friends, now foes, in a 5-round welterweight main event, both coming in off those losses to Kamaru Usman. Both need a little win here when it comes to staying in the conversation, winning that 170-pound title conversation. All right, time to welcome in Brian Campbell here, the co-host from the Morning Combat Podcast. Look, plenty of smoke in this one, BC. We know the history between the two. Finally get a chance to meet here. Neither can afford a loss. Break down what you expect to see this weekend.
It's going to be interesting because, look, at face value, stylistically, this is a horrible matchup for 37-year-old Jorge Masvidal. No one is denying that. Yes, both are coming off of consecutive losses to the champ, pound-for-pound king Kamaru Usman, but Covington fared so much better and has a style very similar to Usman. What you have to ask yourself about all the stuff outside the cage that has fueled this rivalry and this promotion is, one, who's telling the truth, and two, does it really matter? Does it matter if these two have spent those hours sparring each other and who really got the best of one another? That only matters at the end of the day if Jorge Masvidal can make Saturday night a fight. If he can't, yes, this is a style matchup that has 50-45 in terms of the scorecards written all over it for Colby Covington. But this beef seems to be real-ish. And it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how much of it is staged pro wrestling cosplay or how much of it is real if Jorge Masvidal can get Colby Covington off his game and make this more about ex-teammates, ex-friends, ex-brothers settling their matters inside the cage than a professional stylized fight. That is what you have to look at from an X's and O's standpoint, because if Masvidal can make this mano-a-mano, this becomes a much different matchup.
So who we're thinking here when it comes to these two, who's going to come out on top in your eyes?
Look, smart money, smart betting, go Covington and go Covington by decision. But I want you to focus in on one thing. This may be Jorge Masvidal's last chance in terms of being a pay-per-view headliner, in terms of really showing us what he's still capable of doing. Yes, in 2019, he came out of nowhere seemingly to go from journeyman status to pay-per-view headliner and overnight star. And he was borderline a pound-for-pound top 10 fighter after winning the 2019 Fighter of the Year. I haven't seen that same edge to his game or that same level of passion since this training camp right here. Yes, the two Usman matchups were one-sided and maybe always would have been, but I think Jorge got in love with the celebrity aspect here, and I think he's dialed back in. So your smart side of your brain is telling you go Covington all the way. But your boy BC is here to tell you Masvidal is in this fight. The passion is there, the focus, the intensity. I think it's not crazy. We see upsets all the time. This could be Jorge Masvidal's night to pour out what is left in this jug, make this a war, try to come away with a big-time upset stoppage win. It's not impossible, Brendan. Am I telling you to bet on him? Take that for yourself. But Jorge Masvidal is going to be in this fight on Saturday night.
All right, I like it. We'll see how it pans out between these two friends now. Plenty of history, as you mentioned there. How about the co-main event? Boy Cano taking on Dos Anjos, who was also, of course, a replacement in this one on a 4-day notice. How will this kind of pan out for you here?
Yeah, when you have this type of turnaround on quick notice, nobody preparing for each other, anything can happen. But here's what's key to know. Renato Moicano is the fresher fighter of the two, without question. Yes, he had to endure a 14-hour flight to be with his family in Brazil, only to accept the fight over the phone and endure another 14-hour overnight flight to get to Las Vegas to fight week. But since moving to the lightweight division, Moicano is 3-1, and he looks like he's figured out physically how to get the best out of himself. Is RDA still a danger at 37? Yes, he has a complete game, and he continually finds a fountain of youth to stay relevant. But I think the pressure's on RDA right here. New opponent, a hungry opponent last minute. I like Moicano, and keep in mind, if this goes the full 5 rounds, which is a rare non-title co-main event 5-round bout, I believe this favors Moicano's gas tank. He can do things on the ground. He's dangerous all over. He is on the rise at the moment. Go with the upset pick? Are we talking here at the? Yes, go with the upset pick. Renato Moicano.
Okay, be interesting. Again, 4-day notice for him in that one. How about the featherweight? Edison Barbosa and Bryce Mitchell here. Barbosa has lost 6 of his last 9 fights, while Mitchell currently riding a 5-fight streak here.
Yeah, this is about who's coming and who's going. Bryce Mitchell is coming on. The problem is we haven't seen him against this level of competition. And even though Barbosa's had a bunch of losses, he seems to have reinvented himself at this weight division. But Bryce Mitchell is a talent. He's aggressive, he's confident, and he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, which is key. Yes, he's known for his submission and grappling skills, but he's been trying to talk during fight week and say, I can strike the same. He's going to have to prove that because we all know Barbosa is a finisher. But I think the smart money here is on the younger, fresher fighter who is rising. Obviously, Mitchell's going to have to be careful of the big one against Barbosa and not get stopped. But this is 3 rounds. He's got a hell of a motor. Look for Bryce Mitchell to announce himself in this featherweight division come Saturday night. All
right, a lot of smoke there in Vegas. We'll see how that pans out. UFC 272, as always, my friend Brian Campbell breaking it down. Hey, don't forget you can catch him on the Morning Combat with Luke Campbell as well. The guys always give you all the storylines heading into this weekend, along with Dana White saying that Conor McGregor could potentially jump the line at that lightweight title for a shot. Is actually possible? Those guys discuss it. Download and follow.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.